depending on how he chooses to improvise the role. And he is going to be able to choose between three very, very modestly handsome bachelor or bachelorettes, depending on their roles. The thing is, he's not going to know who these individuals are, but you will, because you're going to help us pick that out. So, for Jeremy, if you could give me an example of the type of person or entity that would have scared you as a child.
A clown.
A clown. All right. And what about the clown is scary?
Face paint.
All right. You are a clown. You're a clown of poisonous face paint, Jeremy.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So no kissing. All right, cool. And PJ here also has an interesting quirk. He is a celebrity, but he's famous for something kind of ridiculous. Who is PJ?
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian. Have you been Kim Kardashian before?
You know what? I think it's.
Oh no, it was me with my butt piercing. I'm sorry, Kim Kardashian with a butt piercing. That was a great
I've been
one.
told my ass looks like an Easter ham, so.
Yeah. Can we update it too? So
Show
not
us
just,
the ass.
Yeah.
Show us the ass.
You'll get it soon enough.
Let's make it something a little special about Kim Kardashian, not besides a butt piercing, but something as funny.
Her butt fell off.
His butt fell off. Perfect.
Getting people on a
You guy in the corner, keep it down. And Pete. Pete thinks he's something that isn't human. What could Pete be?
Lizard.
Pete believes he is a lizard.
Yeah.
All right, I think we've got a pretty good game set up. While I get Nick, I'm going to hand it over to your game show dating host, Mr. Pat Gilroy.
Hello, everybody! To live out my vicarious dream of getting a date, we're gonna set this fine individual coming in up with one of these great three moderately handsome bachelors. So let's give it a hand for Nick. Everyone together, let's make him hear. We're gonna have a little bit of money. Welcome to the show. So we couldn't afford a stool for you. Did you BYOS?
BYOF. I brought my own feet.
Well, that seems like you're gonna be ready to walk on right up to the love of your life.
I'm really excited. I have a good feeling that I'm going to find the one.
And you're a fucking idiot because it's a dating game. That's pretty low. But these are some pretty special folks here. Why don't you chat them up a little bit, ask them a question or two, and see which one you like the best.
I'm ready. So, contestant number one, what would be our ideal date?
I think that first of all we have to go get some water because I always need to fill myself up with something. So wherever there's water, I'm happy. Cool. That sounds great.
That sounds like an incredible time. Okay, how about contestant number two?
Oh, well, I guess I'd probably start it off with a nice champagne bottle shot. Oh, God,
It's all over the floor.
well, but champagne just, it's just sadness now. I don't know. Certainly I don't want to head north or south or east, but yeah, I don't know. Like, we'd probably just go somewhere, and could I ride backwards on your motorcycle while we go there? That would just be so wonderful.
I would have to say that's 100% yes. Definitely do that. Okay, contestant number three.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
The question before you did that weird thing with your tongue is, what would be your ideal date with you and me?
We go to the movies. Oh, we could see Godzilla. He's my favorite.
Okay, yeah, great. I would love to see Godzilla again.
The original one.
Oh, the original.
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Wow, you really got some good conversation going on here.
Yeah. Can I take all three, or do I have to like narrow it down?
Woo, that's pretty far advanced for where we are. Why don't you narrow it down a little bit to
Okay, one more question.
Yeah.
So, contestant number 1. I would just like to know, what is one thing you can teach me?
I can teach you how to kiss very, very carefully. Now it goes like this. First you gotta get some cloth and you go like this. You gotta wipe this part. It's very critical. And then I go like this, and then you kiss in between my lips.
The normal way of kissing?
I know of no other. That's what my mom taught me. That's why I have so many friends. Seriously, don't kiss anywhere else. You'll die. Okay?
Oh.
No hickeys. No ear shit.
Okay.
None of that. You will die.
Just on the inner lips, with your inner lips and my inner lips.
No.
And that's it.
You don't touch anywhere inside here.
Okay.
Alright?
Okay.
There.
Okay.
None of this! Stay away. I know I'm running it off, but I'm immune, okay? It's okay, I can do it. Hope you don't have the...
I totally understand.
Oh, yeah.
Completely understand. We're right here.
Yes, perfect.
Contestant number 2. What is something you can teach me?
Gosh, I seem to.
I'm not impressed at all!
Well, I just don't. I'm coming to the realization that I was kind of a one-trick pony. Yeah, my life is a lie.
Man.
It's a sham.
Man, it'll be okay. We're getting a forklift and we're gonna pick it up and put it right back where it belongs, okay? It'll just take a few minutes though.
No, that's what my plastic surgeon said when he made it in the first place.
Wait, it's not real?
I mean, where's my publicist when I need him?
You need to keep
You
on.
heard it here first, folks! Worldwide scoop!
That's
Don't
crazy!
you dare go selling that to the tabloids.
This is getting very tense.
I would never think of it.
Okay, contestant number 3. What is one thing you can teach me?
I teach you how to catch flies, help you lower your body temperature. I got a lot of skills.
Those are valuable skills.
They are.
Very tempting. Okay, so I think I'd like to kind of narrow things down a little bit. Start with contestant number 1. I love clowns. I love clowns, especially when they wear makeup made of lead poisoning or something. But I recently developed an allergy for poison, so it's not going to work out well. Sorry to let you down.
That's horrible to be both poisoned and allergic to being poisoned.
Yeah.
You never know which one's going to kill you first. I would stay away from that. That's too perplexing. But you said but before. Did you have thoughts about candidate number 2?
I did. I have a lot of thoughts. I love the Kardashians. And I always felt like Kim needed more butt implants. And I think maybe is that, or am I misreading your signals here?
Well, she'll get them as soon as the forklift comes. Yeah, it's all good. They're just kind of...
She's getting a forklift full of butt implants.
Yeah, they fell off.
You know.
And I'm sorry.
It happens.
It's just too much woman for me. I think I just need to pass. I'm more of a, the Real Housewives kind of person.
No!
Contestant number 3. I really love Godzilla, especially the original. And I love amphibians in general. It's like they can go both ways, which I'm kind of into. I love frogs, especially frogs that kill larger animals like Godzilla.
I had no idea you loved anything like that.
I didn't either until I came here and I'm learning about
I'm
myself.
actually more like Godzilla.
You are. You're like a nuclear radioactive frog. A horny radioactive frog.
Close enough!
I think number 3.
First kiss.
What?
Improv, you heard it here first. The butt is fake.
We need all the Penthouse Basements except PJ to leave the stage. Get out of here, Nick. So our next game is just going to be a normal, regular scene, except that the scene, every line that we say to each other will be started with the next progressive letter of the alphabet. So we all go all the way through the alphabet and try to wrap it up by letter 26. So we're going to start in first. Can you please tell me what I'm holding?
Accordion.
Accordion. All right, so I'm holding an accordion, and can you give me a letter A through Z?
G.
G. So we are going to be doing a scene starting with G. Focus on accordion.
Give me that instrument.
Hold on. You want this instrument?
I want that accordion. I have been treasuring that accordion since you first came here. I've just watched you day in and day out carry that thing around. I just need to have it.
Keep your dirty paws off my accordion. I told you, Billy. Once you give me milk money for 3 years and let me make out with your girlfriend twice, then maybe I'll let you play the accordion.
Let me play with the accordion, and I'll let you go to second base with my girlfriend, because she has no agency in this situation at all.
Make out only. I don't need second base. Boobs are my thing yet.
Need? Want? Why would you specify?
Obviously, I need to make out with your girlfriend because I want to emasculate you, but I also want to be respectful of her boobies.
Please. I'm in an advanced relationship. It's okay. We don't mind if we make out with other people along the way. It's all good.
Quickly, remind me, who has the bigger penis based on that 8th grade Boy Scout trip?
Remind me why I care about the size of my penis. 70% of the nerve endings on the vagina are on the surface.
70% of those nerve endings are going to fall in love with me after we make out, and then when they find out the whole penis incident, they're going to say, hey, listen, I don't really need to date them, but somehow this is all relating back to my accordion.
This convoluted story again. I want an accordion, you have a big penis. Who cares?
Understand this. Most people care. I care.
Very, very frustrating it is talking to you. It just...
Well, is that because I'm smarter than you, or because I'm well endowed?
Savior, God. Will you stop flaunting that? I saw it at camp. You could piss twice as far as me. Do we have to go through this contest again?
You know what, Billy? You just dug right down to the heart of me. You know, none of this is about the accordion, or my massive penis, or making out with your girlfriend. It's about the deep-seated issues we never talk about.
Zipping down my fly is definitely going to be how I'm going to resolve all my issues from age 13 to age 45. I can see it now.
Apparently, I'm not making myself clear enough here. I was talking more about our emotional rivalry since we were kids, when it all started that one day.
But like, that day, you just came up to me and were like, hey, swap! What am I supposed to do with that? I've got this tiny little twig, and you just leave this huge mark on my face.
Did you not see that dick slap was not about dick slapping you, but actually about saying to you, am I nothing more than my penis? Show me that!
Don't you realize that that has left me with this deep core of penis envy that I just can't get over? And it has nothing to do with the fact that I have an open relationship. I want to make it very clear that that has nothing to do with my insecurities.
Everything is so confusing now. I I don't even know where we started.
Forget it. Forget it.
Good.
Let me.
Before we get started on our next game, I'm going to interrupt our next performers as they start and be passing around these little sheets of paper. If you have pens on you, we're going to be playing one of the Whose Lines Is It Anyways favorite game, Paper Pills, where towards the end of our show, our improvisers will be picking these up and using the phrases in their scenes. So if I lay some paper down on your desk, try to come up with ideas, we'll pick those up from you guys later. But before we start that, I'm going to invite the Penthouse Basements back up here to play a little game we like to call Family Secret. Jeremy, take it from here. Anything you want. And then we'll have to say it in a different way.
Okay, everybody.
If you have a
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Okay, so families, right? So this game is called Family Secrets, and here we kind of act out some of the behind-the-scenes secret things that somebody in this audience might have going on in their own family. It's a recipe for pure comedy. So in order to start this game, we just need a volunteer who can come up here and share a few things about some of the members of your family who might be a little bit interesting. If you're interested, just raise your hand or blink or have your friends point at you. I see several people pointing at you, man. You can come on up. And what's your name?
Alicia.
Alicia, let's give it up one more time for Alicia. So, Alicia, I just need to ask you a few questions. So, can you think of a member of your family who's got like an interesting or quirky type of personality?
Yep.
Okay. Who might that be?
My aunt,
Your aunt? What is your aunt's name?
Jane.
Jane. Okay. Can you think of 2 adjectives to describe her personality?
Oh, Stevie, you want to help me out here?
I don't remember Jane, don't put me this one.
She's not forgettable. Oh gosh, she's awkward.
Awkward. Okay.
She doesn't get social cues.
Okay.
I don't know if this is bad, but she's illiterate.
Illiterate. Okay.
Yeah.
Illiterate and bad with social cues. So Ollie, can you come stand over here with
So you're my aunt.
Of the 3 improvisers that are standing here, Pete, Jeremy, and Ollie, which one of them would you like to play your Aunt Jane?
I like your striped shirt, sir.
Okay, so Jeremy, you are Aunt Jane. Who's one other family member?
My father,
Your father. What is your father's name?
Frank.
Frank. And what are 2 personality characteristics he has?
Delightful.
Not.
Also illiterate.
Also illiterate.
Something else. Something else.
He's aggressive.
Aggressive.
And he.
Always goes to the Godfather.
He always quotes the Godfather. Okay, so your dad, Frank, between Pete and Ollie, who would you like to? Pete. Okay. Your dad, Frank. Okay.
Frank's sisters with your hands?
Okay.
Yes.
I gotta take my glasses off for this one.
My Frank and Jane are siblings.
Okay. Okay, so you came with people today, or you have friends here, correct?
Oh yeah.
So Alicia's friends who know her very well, can you please think of 2 characteristics that she has in her personality? 2.
Carrie. Oh, I like that one. Thanks.
Okay.
Oh, that's not my dog.
You don't have to be diplomatic here.
Be nice,
Like overly clean.
Okay, so caring and overly clean. So Alicia, of the remaining everybody,
Overly
Clean.
of the remaining everybody, she's also overly clingy.
Yes. Go for it.
So you said clean? You said clingy?
Clean.
Clean.
It's still
Clean and caring. So of the remaining improviser, who would you like to play you in this scene? Ollie, you okay. So
Congrats.
let's repeat this. So Pete, you are Frank, and your characteristics are
Love The Godfather. Greatest fucking movie ever made.
and aggressive.
Obviously.
Your friend. Jeremy.
I am Jane, I am awkward and illiterate.
Okay. Ollie.
I'm their niece, whose name is Alicia.
No. Yeah, Alicia.
Alicia.
And I'm caring and excessively clean and clean.
Okay. Zazie and PJ, can you come join us on the stage? Zazie and PJ. So as we go along, they're going to act out a family situation. And they're going to speak one line at a time.
Okay.
You have to approve or deny each line, depending on if that actually reflects how, say, Frank would speak.
Okay.
If it's not something he would say, you're going to tap PJ here, and he's going to go, right? But if it is something he would say, then you're going to tap Zazie, and she'll go, ding. Want to try it one time?
Sure.
Ding. You got it! So remember, they're going to do one line at a time and wait for your response after every line.
Okay.
Okay. Last thing. What is an occasion where these family members might get together?
Oh, a birthday.
Whose birthday?
Let's go with Jane's.
Jane's birthday. Okay? And go.
Happy birthday to me! I'm years old. I'm gonna eat a whole wheel of cheese. This pig's my only friend.
Aunt Jane, I'm so happy to have you here, and don't worry, I Purelled. Jane, sorry you're here, but at least it's an opportunity for you to learn your numbers so you can read the sign that tells you how many years old you are.
Yeah, I can. It's. I wet myself. You win again, Jane. Now I have another situation. Flawless victory.
Hey, sis! He is sterile. He is sterile. He is sterile. He's disgusting. He's disgusting.
Oh, my brother!
Pull my finger. That was a silent one.
I heard it too. This is the best birthday ever.
This is the worst birthday ever. Jane, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Is it for a slice of cake? Please have some. I made it with my hair.
I can't handle that.
Jane, you didn't have the first slice. I made it just for you. It says win things.
I'm not even gonna tell you what it really says. I'm just gonna be clingy with myself. Because I love you so much. I'm gonna try to clean you and then get filthy hair cake on my hands. Because I love you so much, I'm gonna tell you what it says on your cake. Go fuck yourself. Go friendly Aunt Jane, I love you.
And scene!
I'll say that we cannot wait to attend Alicia's next family gathering.
Jane didn't say anything.
I'm glad to know there are other people who can't read. That's not what I'm reading right now. This next game we have for Jeremy and Nick. Again, it's got a little audience participation. There's no speaking in this one. We just need some help because Jeremy and Nick, although very talented with their thoughts and quick wits, cannot move their bodies anymore starting now.
And modest.
So they're going to need your help in moving their bodies. We have some people who are willing to help the disabled for a few moments. Come on up. Go ahead, yes.
Can I?
Oh, sure. Let's have all three. You get to.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's what I thought. Let her do it.
Okay. What's your name, Mom? Can I call you Mom?
Maritza. Mom is good.
Maritza. Thanks, Mom. What's your name?
Allie.
Allie. So, Nick and Jeremy, like I said, can't move. You, from now on, are going to be moving them for them. So, if you wanted, for instance, Jeremy to wave, or Yeah, exactly. You're gonna move him around. Not his head. Nothing else can move except his mouth. No, clearly, yes, absolutely. Clearly, walking can be a little tough. So instead of having to move the whole leg, you can just, if you want to take a step forward, you can tap, step back, take a tap. Do you guys want to practice a little bit while I get a suggestion? Go ahead, move them however you want. All right. So can I get a suggestion for a time in history?
The Renaissance.
I heard the Renaissance. All right, so
I was very impressed every mission.
Jeremy, Nick, I'm excited. Please, whatever starting position, go for it.
Sorry.
You choose.
Yeah, you guys pick whatever starting position you want. Get credit.
This is perfect.
I would like to see them uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm very comfortable.
All right.
Get my leg day.
All right, guys. Begin your Renaissance scene.
Leonardo, I've done it. Right here. Look, here. Here.
Oh, look at that!
Look at this beautiful thing in front of me.
Oh.
Look over this direction, right?
Rub it on my face!
The arm is not for your face. I'm just going to do this because I feel ashamed. Look, in front of me. I'm going to kick it right now. Just come for it.
My dear Michelangelo! Please remember, art is for the people. People are not ready for kickable art. You have to give them something they want, like
you.
the Mona Lisa.
Usually we hug after the art is done. But today, your fragrance is
Very good. Walk the thing towards you. Can you smell it?
I'm definitely inspired, and it's not a good inspiration. Wait, I thought of it. Quick, to my art cabinet. I'll run over there now.
Let's go. Be careful of my foot.
I'm going backwards to it. Or am I? To the art cabinet. I found it because I love you. I just need this blue paint and the white paint.
Yes?
But I'll just take the blue for now.
Oh my, the blue paint?
That's right, you have the canvas.
You
You have it?
You said you would have the canvas.
You're used to my close talking by now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Good. Oh, my little honey.
Oh, I think I might have canvas in my back pocket.
Perfect.
Let me grab it for you really quick. You've been working out.
I have. Now, we all understand, we know that I'm strong and you are the canvas.
And
You.
the canvas is so heavy, I'll need to hold on the canvas.
Now accept the blue paint. I'm going to put it on backwards. I'm going to squirt it over my head. Just there we go. Yeah, just unleash the paint. Gotta put it on my head first.
It won't let it turn and see.
And squish. And one more, just for, Now I must see my masterpiece. I'm so excited.
You have surpassed me, finally.
Show me my creator. Oh, I think you're beautiful. I can't quite tell
You're not
yet.
looking quite at me yet. Oh my God! Behold,
Perfection.
what you have created.
You are like my little Smurf. Which is not a thing yet, but I'm coining the term. I laugh because I love. This is how body paint is invented.
Let me tell you something, Michelangelo. This has changed my life. From this day forward, I will only paint bodies. Never bodies on canvas. That's done. The next level is body painting.
My hero.
And scene. Anything you want, a word, it could be a catchphrase, something that somebody would be uncomfortable saying. I like things like poop on a stick or YOLO, who knows? Ollie and Pete, get on up here, guys. Anybody else? All right.
Yay, paper towel.
Where's Pete?
Wait, I have one more.
Cool. I made one that said masturbation is healthy. Let's see if they pick it. I should take it off. That's true.
There you go.
Sure. Thank you. You are a funny person. I'm glad you took that. All right, guys. Pick a few paper bills. Oh, man. All right. So, Ollie and Pete are going to do a normal, everyday scene, except you have written some of their lives for them. So before we get started, though, can you give me an example of a relationship between two people, brother, sister, doctor, patient?
Some professor that had to talk really loud.
Professor and student.
Because it's hard to hear.
Oh, we do
Someone, I heard, I'll talk louder too. Best friends who are teacher and student. Got it. Totally appropriate.
Very appropriate.
Prof, what's happening? Woo, man, we've been boys since high school.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that you signed up to take my class in gynecological exams.
Yeah. Looking for a career change. So I'm sure this is going to be an easy A for me, because we're boys, right?
Look, there's an honor code. You remember how it begins, right? Penis.
I'm sure I signed up for this.
It's an acronym.
Oh, okay.
It stands for pride, empathy, endurance, excellence, everyday wonderfulness.
That's one way to spell penis. Yep.
And then 3 other things that no one ever really gets too much on this campus, but I'll tell you those by the end, don't worry. Now, look, I just want you to know, I know we've been boys, I know we've been tight, but I gotta treat you like everyone else in this class, okay?
What?
And that means I've gotta give you a D, because I give everyone a D. Because if I don't give them a D, I've gotta read the exams. That's honestly
Well, masturbation is healthy. Just putting it out there, you know. Maybe we'll go back to syllabus.
Look, masturbation teaches a different class. Master Jonathan. And I don't really appreciate you bringing up my illness in front of the other students, okay? So, like, how about this? You don't mention any of that. I don't mention any possibility of you getting better than a D. D?
I guess.
All right, you always drove a hard bargain. And that little girl was me. In that meeting you had last night about how not to do the exam.
Right. So, fill me in. What does this...
That is the wrong phrase to use.
Mr. Johnson, you're ready for the spontaneous exam I mentioned, correct?
Yeah, I prefer Master Johnson, but Mr. Johnson...
Master Johnson, of course. This must be the student you told me about, the one who excels in everything.
Yep.
All right.
Quite good.
Ready for everything, right? Gynecological exam. I know that masturbation over there did great. I feel like you guys are going to do great too.
I gotta tell you something before we start, though. Before we start,
We're going to start immediately.
motion of the ocean.
You're already getting bonus points. All right, this is working.
Well,
okay.
no, that is not what this is about. This is a serious scientifical endeavor. What's that buzzing sound? Is that your vibrator? Jesus, no, you cannot do that here!
Who is the head of this school? Who's running the exam?
You are the plans of the school, sir. Yes, sir!
Me!
Yes,
I will
sir!
vibrate when I want to.
Yes, sir!
Just put this back.
He's speechless.
Wow! Can't believe you, all right? I'm just trying to run a tight school here, okay? This is the world's premier gynecological institution, okay? Now, masturbation over there just got 4 A's. Maybe even 2 A's.
4 A's! Take this job and shove it! I can't keep up with that kind of teaching. My students all get D's.
Not as much.
Okay, Not now they don't. Not if you pass. All right, I'm gonna be out of here in a moment. I told you about this exam, even though it was a surprise one. I told you.
You think this guy's got a chance?
Do anything to my reader. Justice.
What a cute puppy. I didn't know they made vibrators in the shape of cute
I
puppies.
told you not to name my vibrators in front of the students, okay?
Look at pal, you're getting a little too aggro here.
I'm testing
You know,
you.
this is my best friend.
What
You
is
can't
your-
talk to him like this.
I literally run the school. Yes, I can talk like this. I can do what I want. What do I want, my puppy?
Get that damn vibrator out of my face.
You want to see aardvark? Yeah. This is a really weird exam that involves a lot of vibrators. All right, that's what gynecology is about, right? Yeah. I'm a man to know how it works.
These tacos, God.
That was my fault. I made lots of mistakes. I'm sorry. I guess I picked up a late piece of. You guys are back! Yay! So we have one more game for you guys, and you're gonna be really glad you came back for it. And here's why: this will be the first time, and possibly the last time, this game has ever been played. And that is because we're gonna make it up right now. So one of our 3 improvisers, after I ask you this, I don't want to give too much away. Let me ask you a question. What is one? I knew it, Jeremy. Go back off. I'm so sick of you undermining me because I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I also had 3 beers and I have to remember a lot of these games. Okay. So, what is a favorite song, quote, or lyric?
Okay.
Say it again?
Okay.
How do you spell that?
O-K-U-R-T.
O-K-U-R-T. Of course. Got it. All right. So, for the first time ever, you will see the game occurred because right now, this very moment, and I'm not even stalling because they're so smart and fast, Ollie, PJ, or Nick is going to tell us what the game occurred is. And depending, did I say right? Oh, yeah. And depending on whose you like the best, you will see the first premiere of that game tonight. So Ollie, tell me about this game.
No, I didn't need any time for you to stall because there's actually a real game called Occur, which basically works that you got, 3 people on stage, normal scene and all, but people kind of can be long-winded and then someone else can call them out on it and say occurred. And then they have to say the exact same line with like half the vowels and fewer words than what they said before while still being totally understandable. So that's what occurred in that scene.
So we're hearing the scene, but saying, all right, people not like me, I'm sure, can be a little long-winded. If they are in that scene, another scene member can cut it down, shorten it up, remove some vowels, and re-say it to their scene partner.
0 words of vowels.
Got it. PJ.
Yeah, well, I don't know what game he's talking about. See, when I was taught the game of Occur, it was actually just an acronym for Objects Keep Upending Roger's Truck. And so the scene centers about Roger, who's this truck driver trying to make it in this world. It's kind of difficult, but he's glad to have a job. And just along the way, as he's like doing his long haul trucking, these objects just keep coming along trying to upend his truck. And I don't know why, but that's what's going on. And so you have 3 people, one of them obviously Roger, and then the other 2 are trying to upend his truck.
All right. So we've got the famous game of Roger the truck driver being upended by 2 other scene members. What upended truck means, I don't know, but we'll find out tonight, folks. Nick, what do you think this game is about?
So the classic game Occur is where there's somebody applying for a job to be a cricket speaker. Okay? So So there's the hiring manager, and then the applicant who's trying to impress the hiring manager with his cricket speech. And then the third person is an actual cricket who's been hired to kill fake crickets.
That would have to do with cricket impersonators being called out by an actual cricket.
While interviewing to work for the cricket company.
While being cricket wireless or anything?
Like crickets.
Like cricket. Got it. Like cricket British or? Okay, so just as a reminder, we've got Ollie who says at any time you can scream out occur and somebody has to cut vowels and say their line again. We've got PJ who said that Robert the truck driver is driving down the road and the two other team members are upending him in various ways. And we have Nick who said that a cricket imposter is trying to work at the cricket company and the other real cricket is going to figure him out another. So, by a round of applause, do we want to see Ollie's game? Alright? Showing Ollie. PJ's game. Alright, we got some loud screamers. What about Nick's game? Yeah! Get ready for the world premiere of
Next applicant, please. Now, you say you have language skills of 3. I note that you, Don't mind my friend. Yeah, would you mind demonstrating? Can you respond to me? Can you say, my name is whatever your name is in cricket, please?
My name is
That was a little bit fast. It's cool temperature in here. I would still empower you.
Kurt.
Let's see. Let's try another question. Who did you study under in university?
I studied under Kurt.
That Professor O'Kurt teaches in a kind of cheap university. I'm told. Near Times Square, I believe.
Don't talk about the basement of the M&M store like that.
Yes, I think it's time for the physical portion of the exam. Would you just demonstrate your leg on wing movement, please? No, sorry, my leg on your wing, please.
Now, before we jump into line games, and as a reminder, everybody is welcome to participate in the line games. We're going to have, and I even put in brackets, time permitting, we have the rare Irish drinking song. So if I could get joined on stage, please, by Jeremy, Nick, and PJ. That's you. Get the fuck out of here. Did I say
4 people get up here.
no, PJ, you're out.
damn it.
You're back down.
I almost usurped you.
I've been spending too much time with Alicia's family. All right. Thanks, guys. So bad. Ollie, I don't think so.
Oh man.
Look at the Google Docs that I made and don't look at.
I did it on the Google Doc.
All right. So, we want to finish it off with a traditional in your dreams, David.
That's why it was so funny.
With a traditional Irish drinking game, this Irish drinking game is going to be about what object or song?
A ladder.
Coffin.
Oh, I heard a ladder. A ladder to a coffin? All right, are you guys ready? Woo! Oh,
It's up in the sky.
Gotta climb that ladder.
Up to the sky.
Because I know it's going to be.
Anything for me.
Where the hell's the roof?
I don't know, yippee!
Did I mention that I'm scared of heights?
Why the hell am I doing this?
I should reconsider.
In my pants, I took a piss.
Maybe I could get someone to help me.
Shouldn't have gone alone.
I should call 911.
I wish I had my phone.
Now I'm trapped on top of a mansion.
I don't know what to do.
Maybe I can call my mom.
Maybe you can help me too.
Crap, it's a blank phone call.
I think I'm lost.
How do I get back down from here?
Oh my God, I'll call my boss.
It's time for me to go home.
I just don't want to call.
I think I'm going to cry.
Just phoning it at all.
Maybe I should just jump.
Maybe I should be Pilates.
Maybe I should eat.
For best bartender to money.
If you come stand up here, improvisers, anyone, please.
You don't have to, but you gotta talk.
Yeah, we'll hold it against you later. We're gonna come up with the punchline of some great jokes. Are you ready? All right, so the way this joke works, the way this game works is we're gonna come up with some jokes. Don't steal my thunder. All right, give me an example of something you wouldn't want to step on. All right, guys. I once dated a nail.
I once dated a nail. It was better than getting screwed.
I once dated a nail. He was such a tool.
Once dated a nail, he left me with a hole.
I once dated a nail and she hit me in my ball peen.
I once dated a nail who loved getting drilled.
I once dated a nail, always getting hammered.
Oh,
I once dated a nail, and then I got my tetanus shot.
I once dated a nail and she worked out so well we stuck together.
I once dated a nail. It was pretty hard to break up. It really required clawing us apart.
I once dated a nail, then I got bored.
I once dated a nail. She was all up in my wood.
I once dated a nail. I got it in on the first try.
All right, guys, give me an example of anything. Oh, God. I like my sexual partners like I like my cocaine.
Wow.
Ready? I like my sexual partners like I like my cocaine, willing to do up the nose stuff.
I like my sexual partners like I like my cocaine. Feel the burn.
I like my women like I like my cocaine. She likes to play with my crack.
I like my sexual partners like I like my cocaine. Chopped into tiny pieces.
I like my men like I like cocaine, long white lines.
I like my sexual partners like I like my cocaine.
I like my partners like I like my cocaine peaked in the 80s.
I like my sexual partners like I like my cocaine. Both send me to read it. I like my sexual partners part is I like my cocaine. Cocaine, tightly packed and bricks from Colombia.
Like my women I like my cocaine. They leave me bleeding and sneezing.
Penthouse Basements. It's Dear Mom and Dad from camp. Right? So we're going to be writing you from camp where? Camp.
Not a real camp.
All right, sorry, not big. A camp that, we're going to camp. You don't get to set it up. Let's go. I'm gonna be yeah. Something bigger. Give me an idea of something bigger than a bread box.
Rolling Meadows. A big red box.
Rolling Meadows. All right. All right. So,
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Camp Rolling Meadows. There's a lot of aardvarks that are coming around, and there's these weird crop circles. I don't quite know how to explain it, but I'm being indoctrinated, just like you and your roommate.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Rolling Meadows, I guess. It's kind of plain.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Rolling Meadows in the fucking suburbs because there's nothing but white people talking about cocaine.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you so much for sending me to Camp Rolling Meadows. Can you please send some more Molly so I can keep rolling?
Dear Just Mom, sorry to hear Dad died. Please let me spend a couple weeks here at Rolling Meadows. It's really fun.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm really, really ready to go home. You don't even have to pick me up, but just please don't send Aunt Jane.
Dear Mom and Bob, thanks for sending me to Rolling Meadows. We really thought of how to change picturesque art scenes into weird body paint. Teen boy, throwback.
Dear Mom and Dad, when you said you were sending me to Camp Rolling Meadows, I really thought it was a euphemism for rolling joints, but apparently it's really just Rolling Meadows. Fuck you!
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm calling from a closet. The aliens are here too. They're safe.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Rolling Meadows. But let me tell you something. If I'll watch Arthur one more time and they tell me I can't say yo, I'm coming back home.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Camp Rolling Meadows. I love it here. Maybe if I write to you enough times, you'll be alive again.
Dear Aunt Jane, oh, you can't read this anyway.
I heard enough laughs and wasn't that. Open mic stand-up. It's going to 11, starting at 9.
And they are produced by Humble Brian and July.
Hey, you already good?